Hello everyone, this is Josh from Phoenix Splash. I hope you're enjoying the content on Phoenix Splash TV. Today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to do a composition session. I've always wanted to do this, but I honestly haven't composed music in a while. A lot of the music you see is not really composed. It's more like we just kind of do whatever now. We don't really compose as much as we used to. Now, I kind of treat like composition differently than making music. Making music is like I play a part on piano, then I give it to Anthony, then we give it to Chris, and then we come up with something all together. Composing music is something where one person just writes everything. And that's something me and Chris do a lot. Anthony does it quite often too, and we'll often all work on certain stuff all together, even if it's like composing. But we're going to do some composition today. This is the draft I have here. I actually drafted this a while back. So this is kind of like lead sheet vocal or lyrics and chords. And maybe I'll do a session of the draft session when it comes to composing. A lot of times this is all I need. This is Crappy Christmas I actually have up here. I don't know if you see that. By the time you see this video, that song will hopefully be released. But yeah, Crappy Christmas was not composed. I just played all the parts, or I played all the keyboard parts, added in trumpets where I saw fit. Then I gave it to Anthony. Then we gave it to Chris. And bada bing, bada boom. That's how we made that song. That's how we do most songs today. Or that's how we do most songs recently. On our upcoming album, all of it was composed, so it's a little different writing sessions. But we're going to compose today. I'm going to start with a title. So this song is called Dissociate. And I know y'all probably can't see what I'm typing. So it's good to just start with title, just like you would a paper. So this song's kind of weird, which is why I'm composing it. I'm not just gonna make the parts and give it to everyone, because this song is really weird. We're gonna put some instrumentation. I'm using Guitar Pro because it's just more convenient for Chris. Chris does not read standard sheet notation. So that's why I use Guitar Pro. This is Guitar Pro 5. This is actually the same program I mentioned in the Duran Gray video. You can actually download songs and you can look how they work on here. I use Guitar Pro a lot. Even though it's an old program no one uses anymore, I still use it. I use it to teach too. Okay. So we're going to make one of these the bass guitar. I'm actually writing every part on this one. Now, they don't have to play it exactly the way I write it. But, it helps them out. Because if I just give them my part, since this song is so weird, if I just give them a keyboard part, they'll be a little confused. And it could be a little intimidating. So I'm going to write like little guides for them. And it makes it easier for me to compose as well. So Dissociate's going to have a really weird instrumentation. We're going to have some synthesizers. These might not sound very good on the playback, but that's what composition's all about. This is why nobody shares this part of making music, because unless they have like good samples, if they're using like Finale, then yeah. So something that's interesting about this song is we're going to actually have timpani in here. And we're going to actually need more instruments. So we have timpani, synthesizer. I'm just going to call it the synth. And some of it might be sequenced. Some of it might be hand played. We'll see. There are some limitations with Guitar Pro when writing keyboard parts. You kind of have to get creative, but I've been doing it for forever. I have a cellista here, but it's actually going to be a music box sample, so I'm going to call it that. Okay. da 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 da. So I'm gonna put like a simple beat. Might not be the final beat. Let's see. I'm actually gonna start with like a little timpani thing. So the first chord is actually B diminished. That's how weird the song is. So I'm gonna kind of make an outline. And the cool thing, I'm not gonna use real timpani for the song, so I can use as many notes as I want. And for timpani, we want bass clef. So let me do that. Timpani, we want bass clef because timpani plays low notes. So if you're writing a timpani part, do not use treble clef. Makes it a nightmare. So I'm gonna put a little pickup measure here. Da 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 da. And since this might be sampled, I actually want to write exactly what they're doing. This timpani. So it's gonna start quiet and then get louder. Like that. Then we start the groove. So we're gonna hit a crash. That'd be cool I think you can hear everything. So crash, and let's use ride bell. This will be the top voice. And for those of you who know me, I was a drummer before I was anything, and a lot of times I start my songs with the groove. Boom. Boom. Let's see. Yeah, boom. Just making sure the tempo. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna have a rest. Bass, snare. So this is the main groove. So it all starts with the groove. We'll go back to the top voice. Put more ride bells. Now, hitting the bell of the ride cymbal gives this really cool sound. I'm just gonna put this here just for simplicity's sake. Okay. Da, 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 da. So we want this to continue. We'll kind of make a little bass line here. Chris uses a 5-string bass, so that's why I have access to this low B if I need to. It's kind of risky though, so I think I'll go high. So this bass groove is going to kind of go with the drum set. Yeah, we'll kind of play octaves. And that's our B diminished chord. Dun, dun, dun. I think the cellista. I don't think the synth is going to be very bright, so I'm going to change its sound. I'm going to just give it a Rhodes piano. We start with a B diminished. And it's just going to play fluttering chords. So, let's see what I want the voicing to be. And G dominant 7. Now I'm putting it all here. I'm not using like a grand staff. Partially because Guitar Pro can't use grand staffs. It just doesn't do it. But, you know, I'll know exactly like what to do. And like when I actually record this, I might not play these voicings. I might change them up. And then we have C major 7. I want the E up there. And we'll put that. Oh, I gotta make sure. Okay, that should be good. Actually, now I want the C. No, I don't want the C there. Maybe I just want it root. Yeah, I do like it root. Sometimes I'm a very simple man. I'm like, I know it's not, you don't want to play in root position all the time, but sometimes I like it. I like how the root position sounds. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so if I want the E dominant, I'm gonna put the D here. Yeah. This is a E minor 7, by the way. Make the beat. Might do a drum fill here, we'll see. But this is the kind of the verse, so intro to this song. Well, this is actually the intro, because there's no vocals. Oh yeah, let me add a track for vocals. I'm actually gonna compose the vocals. Usually, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just write the vocal part last. But in this case, I actually wrote the vocal part first. So it's a new territory. Nice to change things up. I'll probably use a soprano sax. The notes are gonna be low because I have a deep voice. So you can tell I'm a bass. Something I had to come in terms with, you know. A lot of my favorite singers, like male singers, are not bassists. And I used to try to sing like them, and yeah, did not go well. If you're writing music and people say you're a bad singer, it might not be because you're a bad singer. It's all about the composition. There we go. Writing vocals is like the hardest thing ever. Compared to every instrument, vocals is the hardest to write for me. So I have a 5-string bass, so we can go there if we need to. But I don't think this E is, oh, the G, oh, the E, the G. I think it's gonna sound okay going up. This isn't like a very heavy song, so might not need that. I think I messed up the rhythm. There we go. So this is my bass guitar. The final chord is going to be E. I'm going to turn off the mets so I can hear. Now I do want that low E here, so I'm going to keep it. Nothing too serious. I told myself I was going to use MuseScore, but I think it's funner to see. Like, in case you don't know how to read music, you can kind of see the parts up here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought it looked like 6 strings. I'm like, oh, what am I doing? But yeah, if you can't read music, you can see how these parts are played here on the keyboard and guitar. Yep, so that is my intro. Now to add the special parts. So you've been, I doubt anyone's here from Duran Gray, but if you watch the Duran Gray All Songs Reviewed, some of the stuff Duran Gray does is they have like these special instruments that kind of give their songs identities. And just by doing the reviews, I kind of got inspired by that. And that's why this song has an interesting instrumentation, timpani and a music box to kind of give the song its own identity. I'm also going to save it. Yeah. Da, 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 da. I think the timpani is going to do a different rhythm than the bass and the drums. Because it's not as versatile as them. Da, da. It's kind of like an extra bass guitar. Yeah, kind of sounds like pretty cool. And I think I might make it pulsate too. Ba 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 ba. Then we got G. Even though it's not going to be a real timpani, I still kind of want to write it like it's a real timpani part. I want people to hear and be like, oh, they got timpani. I fooled a composition professor like that before. Because it's all about the dynamics, baby. Well, let me make that. That's a piano. So yeah. Maybe I don't want it to start off that quiet. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit so we got our timpani part going. Kind of gives the song its own little thing. Let's see. Okay. And then finally, we have the E. It would be cool one day to like perform this with the timpani. Timpani are so expensive though. And yes, I can play timpani. I was a percussionist in high school and college. I was okay at timpani. Ooh. I see, this is a happy accident. It's like a Bob Ross style. Bob Ross Music Edition. I accidentally put an extra rest here and gives us a different rhythm. Kind of makes it a little different, so I kind of like that. I'm gonna keep that. Happy accidents happen. I was a happy accident. So every time I come across one, I treat it with love. Let's see. So since this one's different, I kind of want the dynamics to be good. Might actually make this one loud the whole time. There's no vocals on this first part, so that is the timpani. So I've written bass. Now, when I play this, I'll probably gliss all of these, not gliss, but like roll all of these notes. But if I do it on the program, it'll treat it like it's a guitar. So it's not totally how it will sound. But it kind of gives it a little idea. That one actually sounds exactly like it's supposed to. Cool. Alright, so that's the first section. Always save your work. Cool, so now we have first 5 measures. Composing takes a while. I'll say that. It takes a while. But we're doing good on time. That's why I kind of stopped, honestly. Because just making the parts takes so much less time. And if it's like a really simple song, you kind of don't need to compose. Let's see how I want this to sound. Something like that, right? So syncopate it a little bit. We have a B diminished chord, so we have to use those notes. There's no vocals here, so this music box can kind of do whatever. I'm gonna make it do that. And And then our next chord is G dominant 7. Make it play just that part. I kind of want a note here. Let's see, we have a B diminished chord, so F. Yeah. And if I want, there we go. If I want these notes to ring, I mean, I think it'll ring anyway. There we go. Sometimes putting let ring will tell the keyboard to do its job. Then we have C major 7. I'm gonna go for the B. And then over here, it's gonna play a chord. It's not gonna play the E minor 7. It's just gonna play an E minor. And it'll also, we'll do the other. There we go. That's actually exactly the sound I want. 1, 2. And then it'll play that again. I've been dying to use this instrumentation. I don't know why. Like, I used to write percussion ensembles, so I guess that's why. Like, I'm just like feel like writing a timpani part, and I guess this would be like a glockenspiel. For I don't think the glockenspiel. Maybe we'll have a glockenspiel. Nah, glockenspiels can sometimes sound annoying. Let's see. Probably just use the Callisto. I have like more options on different samples, but yeah, this is kind of our starting point here. So let's hear it with the intro. Cool. So that's our main groove, and it actually repeats this, but there's going to be some difference. Dun, 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 dun. This part's gonna be different. Now it's gonna go up. Oh yeah, and the chord changes here, I believe. Oh no, it doesn't. When the vocals come in, the chord progression slightly changes, so I have to kind of keep that in mind. There we go. Da, 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 ram. Da, da, da. Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling I could try and change it. I think, yeah, this chord is going to change to a C major, but I'm going to keep the bass playing the E and the timpani doing the E as well. So it's like a inverted C chord. Okay, I want to add a fill. So just something simple. Now this part is going to be played by Anthony, so I don't want to do anything like exact. Sometimes I hate how Guitar Pro do this. Yeah, okay, it's doing it good this time. I want this on the 4th beat, so I'm gonna put a rest, chord at rest, then boom, then boom, boom, and we'll go ahead and put a ride. There we go. Now the drums sound kind of more alive. And since the vocals are about to start, the timpani can do something cool. Do a little roll. And we'll get louder here. Timpani can get really loud, that's okay. The drums can do something with it. Okay. So we'll put rests on the 4th beat. Anthony can do whatever fill he wants as long as it's on the 4th beat. Unless he has different ideas, then I'm down with that. It's a cool thing. Or I don't want to call myself cool, but that's kind of the thing I do. Is like a lot of times me and Anthony have different ideas with drums, but I always go with like whatever he does, because I'm like, if I wanted my stuff, I would just play it myself. I want that difference, you know. I want his imprint on the songs. This whole groove could be different. He might make it a hi-hat groove, but yeah, so whatever he thinks. Chris usually plays my parts like pretty. He'll add like some stuff sometimes, but usually like pretty direct. Alright, so we have this going on. Light the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Okay, so I think it's actually going to change to a hi-hat here. Yeah, we're going to change to a hi-hat groove, because now we're at verse 1. Welcome to verse 1. So I'm going to put a section note here. Verse 1. I always want to keep stuff organized. It's like the big thing in composition. Let me put down the upper voice. So he might add something. I'll try to predict what Anthony would add. And you know, you'll probably see the song on Phoenix Splash TV someday. Boom, dum, boom, boom, dum, boom. So if I'm Anthony, I'm going to do something like this here. Yeah, this is kind of syncopation stuff. Boom, boom. Let's kind of give it some flair. There we go. That's something he'd probably do. So I'm going to keep the keyboard kind of doing its thing. But I don't think it's going to play the E minor 7. I think that's the thing that's different. So just going to start with drums and keys. Candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep. Yeah, I like that bass drum there too. Kind of adds to the vocals. So here, normally we had like B diminished, G7, C major 7, E minor 7. That's the typical chord progression. But over here, the E minor 7 is going to change to a C dominant 7. And the reason it does that is because of the vocal melody. Okay. I want that. Yeah, like that. Okay. I'll probably still write the vocal melody last. So you probably won't see me writing it along with all the other parts. It'll probably be written last. It's just the way I work. I hear a lot of people start, like, I think I'm part of this composition forum. They're like, what do you start with when you write music? And then everyone's like, oh, clearly the melody. And I'm like, do y'all really? I mean, with this one I am, but usually I don't. I usually start with the harmony. Then I write the melody, and then if the melody like dictates the harmony, then the harmony changes for the melody. But it always starts the harmony for me. Off the lights, I'll keep my wishes to myself. Yep. The song's gonna be weird. People ask me, why don't you write like songs everyone would like? I'm like, I think as far as like when I look at Spotify and stuff, I think the songs that were most commercial like don't do as well as like the crazy songs, I guess. So now we want the E minor 7, which is this thing. And I compose weirdly too. Okay, so we got the first verse. Out the candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. There it goes. Okay, and then it repeats this. Actually repeats this whole thing, even the C dominant 7. We're probably gonna do some cool stuff with like the timpani, and maybe even bass guitar. Bass guitar might do something. We'll see. The candles and turn off the lights. I'll keep my wishes to myself. No need to pester you anyway. Giving up my own beliefs. Oh, giving up my immature dreams. I sang it wrong. Let's start over here. Giving up my immature dreams. Giving up my own beliefs. But don't worry, I'll smile at you anyway. Yeah, here it gets kind of weird, but we're gonna add some of the other stuff. So that's verse 1. That's how the chords go. We're gonna add some bum bum bum. So the bass might do some cool stuff there. Do 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 bum bum bum. Yeah, why not? Why not do stuff like that? So we got a B. I keep forgetting it's B diminished. So I think the bass is gonna actually copy the timpani now, because the timpani is gonna kind of drop a little bit. And then we got G. All of this is subject to change too, because even though I have a draft on the notebook, this is still a draft as well. Da-da, bum, 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 bum. Let's see, am I hearing quarter note triplets? I haven't composed in a while, that's why it's all weird. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, Chris would hate me if I did that. I don't even think Chris looks at the tab. I think he just, I don't know how he reads my music. I'm still confused on how he learns any of my songs. Where are the triplets? There we go. There we go. He's probably gonna hate me for that, but I think it sounds cool. Let me put pick, because that's how he plays. There we go. See, if he didn't play with a pick, I probably wouldn't write something like that. But he does. So that's gonna kind of be the groove. Because it kind of goes with ow. So I like that. I like that right now. So G7, we go to C. We want lower. Let's see, good old 5-string bass. Then after the 5-string, or after the C, is the E. Da, da, da. Let's see. I did that thing again. It's not a happy accident this time, though. I don't want it there. I used to print all the music I composed. I hate printing anything now. I hate having physical things. I wish I used to hate digital. Like when I got books, I'd be like, I want to hold the book and read it. But now I'm like, you know what? Reading it on my phone is not bad. Having space is great. I really enjoy that. After the E, okay. So this one's gonna follow this triplet pattern here. Chris doesn't have to play the open string, but it's actually better if he doesn't. But he doesn't ever play open strings, so I'm not too worried. Oh, that's why I'm running it on Guitar Pro, because the keyboard I use, like when I export this to MIDI, it just works better with this old program than with MuseScore, which also does MIDI as well. But like it just works better. Like I could do more things on Guitar Pro. Like if I want, I can, do like vibrato. I could do all kinds of stuff. Tremolo. I mean, you can kind of do that with MuseScore, but when you write tremolo on MuseScore and then I try to put it in my keyboard, it doesn't read a tremolo. But when I do it on here, it does. Also, I could, if I really want, I could make my keyboard play drums as well with Guitar Pro, which I don't need to do. But. Do I want that E? I think I might want it. I think it works. I'm gonna keep it. Just gonna do that again. But then when it goes to the E here, it's just gonna play straight eighths. And it's gonna be, I think I might keep it low though. Yeah. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I did. This is supposed to be over here. And this is supposed to be over here. This might seem boring to people, but composing music is the greatest thing, man. We're approaching the hour. So see, I think I'll record every time I compose a song, so you kind of see how it's all done, and then I'll put like the best of this song. Or, it's kind of a journey. And I'll even like compose the lyrics and put them in, so you can kind of see how it goes. Uh-oh, did I mess up? I did. Dun, dun, dun. This is supposed to be a C. I don't know what I was thinking. There you go. Okay. For simplicity, I don't want the song to be too complicated now. The bass is going to actually just repeat that same pattern. Might do something different at the end. We'll see. We want timpani. We want timpani. So timpani is going to come back. It's going to do something weird though. So let me kind of. Let's see. So it's gonna do like little 16th rest, 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 and the chord here is G7, so it's gonna play its G. So timpani can only play like, at most you want like 4 notes, 4 different notes. So that's why it's not gonna play like the D or the F. Yeah, so I have a high G, so it'll be like that. And it'll do like a crescendo a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. Digga, digga, boom. After the E, or G, I should say, should be a C. Have we played C? See, this is where I start not caring. Okay, there it is. Da 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 bum. I don't know. Maybe timpani will just drop out here. I like it and I don't. Maybe it's too loud. Maybe it'd be better if it's just like mezzo forte. Yeah, I think it should just be quiet. Whenever I play timpani, man, I play the hell out of it. Me and this other person in college, we would like compete to see who could play the timpani the loudest. So every time I think timpani, I go, oh, must be very loud. Rest, rest. It's gonna kind of do this thing again, which is playing a B diminished chord there, so I kind of contradict myself. Da 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 da. It's gonna kind of just be a little free, kind of just doing its thing. What chord is even here? I think this is the C dominant 7. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. This one can crescendo a little more since it's like ending a phrase. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, I don't know if I wanted to play in this measure at all. Yeah, I could do something here. This is an E dominant 7, or E minor 7, excuse me. I don't know my chords. Uh-oh. Ooh. Now, all of these notes are in... I don't want it to play that rhythm, though. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe something like that. So we want a rest in there. Insert. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. I don't want it to mute. Maybe I do. I don't think my keyboard could mute the timpani. go. Yeah. I don't think this thing's gonna repeat, but this thing is. Da, 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 da. Oh, not copy and paste there. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. I think all of the instruments are going to do something pretty cool here. Okay. So we still have the music box. Music box might actually drop out here. Probably sleep on it. But this is a good start. I think we got a lot done. So this is Dissociate. It's going to be part of an EP along with other songs. Dissociate, Dysmorphia. A lot of them start with the letter D, so I'm going Sesame Street style. This mic's the right way, right? Yeah. Sesame Street style on it. Let me save that. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this composition session. We will have more of them soon. So you can kind of see the inner workings of music composition. And, you know, I think in the past I've actually downloaded guitar profiles of different songs. Actually, I made that one, so I haven't done that. But, you know, maybe I could get some MIDI files of like some songs and just analyze the composition. I think that would be cool. But this is me composing, just so you know that I have the ability. And I think we will record every session for this one. You can see how it turns out, and then kind of see this stage. And then we'll bring it to the band, and then this is probably going to be a lyric video, this one. So you'll get to see how that works. I don't know if I'll record myself doing the lyric video. I think that'd be kind of boring. But at least the composition part, and you'll get to see like the drums and how we record and all that stuff. I think it'll be pretty fun. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Josh from Phoenix Splash, signing off.